Is it gonna work? It's not gonna work. I knew. I figured. Okay, let's cut the bitrate. Let's go potato quality. Y'all ready for potatoes? 0 kilobytes per second. Amazing. Amazing. I can't stream. Why? Oh, is it working? Are we live? Is this working? Wow. YouTube is not receiving enough. Okay. I think it is in fact maybe working. Let me just bump it down all the way. Oh, it's actually can't go much lower than that. Wow. Mediacom is terrible. They sent me a message on Twitter and they're like, "Oh, no, my tech said he was going to tell them that there's a regional problem." And I messaged them today and they're like, "Nope. Nobody told us there was a problem. We just, assumed everything was fine." So that's why the stream looks like garbage and may drop out a lot, but yeah. Hey Tyra and Jake, so what we're gonna do today, my stream quality is so bad that Septipus did not post my thing in Discord. What we're gonna do today is there's a trick to get the platypus super fast. You might have seen my latest video where I mentioned that. But we're gonna actually do it now. So, first things first, you didn't get a notification for this, but you actually got some minor compensation, some hilariously minor compensation. You got 500 pearls and 1,000 roses in your little inbox thinger. There was no notification, so what you gotta do is you gotta click that gear menu and go in there. Yeah. If you don't have enough candies, you need to set up a macro. Search for Sir Tap Tap Nox App Player, or you can use accessibility settings to just set it up to record your taps. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Amnesia. So what we gotta do? So the exploit. So let me run you down some quick facts on this terrible garbage event that I hate, and the devs should really be genuinely sorry for. I just posted this on my Facebook. Where did I post it? Okay. So number one, this event is illegal in China because it's a gashapon that does not disclose its odds in any way, shape, or form. When you try to send the thing out, you don't see any odds, and the odds are not even. The odds are very, very frustrating. Number two, it's a kompu gacha because of these tiers. Because you got to complete enough stuff in this tier to go to this tier. It's technically called a kompu gacha, like complete gashapon. Which is illegal in Japan, so it's illegal in 2 countries, so that's always fun. The estimated number of gashapon pulls you're going to need to, that's just number of times you send out the platypus, is about 100, which takes about 3 hours of waiting. That's 12 days if you never sleep or do anything at all. It's about 24 days if you check 4 times a day, which is much more realistic, which is about the length of an event, so it is... If you're doing this normally, which you should never do, do not do this legit. This is bullshit, and the developers hate you, and they want to exploit you for money. Don't let them do that. You want to do this exploit, and you'll do it within a day. A bunch of people in my AbyssRium chat, people less technical than I, have been able to do this. It's a really simple exploit. But anyway, let me finish my list here. That's right, Parker. Another amazing fact. So pearls alone, it would cost $2,700 worth of pearls to skip all of that waiting at a rate of 2 pearls a minute. Finally, this event costs for 100 of those gashapon pulls. It costs 50,000 roses, which is actually as expensive as most other events are, even without Song of the Moon. So this event is not actually any easier. It's actually harder than any other event. It's probably harder than every other event combined. Including that awful garbage that was the anniversary event. I'm not reading chat right now, sorry. I have this other thing up, and Parker's tail is in my face. Would you please? Would you please? Please. He's not cooperating. Anyway, to get 50,000 roses at a rate of 20 per minute, it would take 84 hours of pure tapping to complete this event. 84 hours of tapping and 12 days of waiting, assuming you never sleep. So that's easy, right? That's easy and fun and fair for new players. Does that sound fun? Are you guys having fun? Please tell me in the chat if you're having fun. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put chat on screen. Sorry, I am frustrated. Let me get chat back. Okay. I had to take my aunt to, or bring her home from the hospital today, so I'm all, even other than this garbage event, it's been an amazing and extremely high quality week. Fun for all. Anyway, on to the exploit. Good stuff, good stuff. So, all you need to do for the exploit, this does not require elite hacks or regular hacks or any kind of cheating device. All you gotta do, send out your platypus here. Parker, please. Send out your platypus, buddy. Send him out. Parker, would you please sit? Send him out. Close the app. Open your settings, your device settings, go to date and time, uncheck automatic time zone, and what you're gonna do is go forward 3 hours. So I am in the wrong time zone, actually. GMT -5. So what I want to do is go to GMT -2, correct? I think. Tail. Montevideo, which sounds like a YouTube competitor. Let's open this up. Hopefully I've done this right. I probably haven't. It's very easy to do this wrong your very first try, but it doesn't mess anything up. You can try infinite times. You'll get in the hang of it, and this will be very easy. Thank you, Parker, for sitting down. This is a trash event. Agreed. This is extremely a trash event. Need to continue to spam there. Yes! A lot of people have given up because, like, oh, the devs rescinded the thing where they're going to delete everybody's candy. Fun fact, a lot of people are getting a bug where their candy gets deleted anyway at the start of the event. So if your candy got deleted, that is a bug. Tell the developers immediately. They will refund your candies. That's not... Don't take that lying down. Don't take this event lying down either. But as you can see... Wow, amazing. Platypus is back. A coral seed. Fucking amazing. I've done 7 gashapon pulls at this point. I've gotten 0 new fish. This event is the worst thing in the entire goddamn world. So, who's done this exploit? Do I have to close the app again and set my time back? Do I do it like this? Go back to GMT +5? Or could I send out the thing again? I'm just gonna do it like, I assume this is how you do it. They said you have to close the app between each time after you send it out anyway. Oh yeah, by the way, do not waste your gems on Spirit of Life. It doesn't work either. But yeah, the amazing thing is, they told us, oh, it's not fun to get all the fish in one day, which is bullcrap. That was the most fun thing, like, in the whole goddamn event, or in the whole app, is getting a whole bunch of new fish on one day and be like, yeah! But no, now they want you to spend over 24 days and 84 hours worth of tapping to get your fish. All they did was make it insanely hard so you spend money. That's the only thing they did. And they made it random too. So there's no effort, there's no gameplay. Alright. Look at this riveting gameplay, by the way. This is riveting. This is actually no different. Gameplay-wise, this is actually more gameplay than the game would normally have. Like, I'm not skipping gameplay, I'm just skipping waiting time. This is actually more of a game than the event is supposed to be. This is, like, an actual game, almost. It's a very boring and repetitive game, but it's kind of a game. My candies are gone. Yeah, I just, yeah, to contact the developers. If your candies are already gone, that is a bug. Tell the developers and they'll give them back. Hopefully you remember how many you have. If you didn't, frankly, just lie and say it was a huge amount. Because, I mean, at this point, the developers hate you. You may as well take advantage of them. I'm sorry. Baby gloves are off. Oh my god, I finally got a fish. How many things have I sent out? 5 plus a 6th. Yeah, so that's my 7th gashapon pull. I finally got a new fish. Let's look at this stupid idiot. I mean, it's a clownfish that is actually in an enemy, so, like, I'm kind of annoyed that it's another clownfish, because we have, like, 5 clownfishes already. Actually, more than 5, because of the fusion ones. But at least he's actually in an enemy, which is what clownfish are known for. So I'll allow it. The fish, like I said in the original video, the fish are actually pretty good. It is very frustrating that the fish are in such a bad event, because the fish themselves are good. If you're out of roses, unfortunately, if you're out of roses, you're probably going to need to set up an auto clicker to harvest the things. I'll show you how to do that real quick. You can use the accessibility options on your iOS device, and I think Android has similar. I've actually never done it on my phone because it's more tedious to do on your phone. If you have a PC, I would recommend using Nox App Player. Just search Tap Tap Nox App Player. I'll show you how to set that up. That's what I'm using right now. But in Nox App Player, please don't crash. Yeah, it crashed. Yeah, it crashes when I open the thing sometimes. Don't worry, it doesn't always do that. I knew it was gonna crash for some reason. When you try to open the macro thing, it crashes in this version. Is the recharge? I would personally say no. Do not watch the ads to recharge, because they get money from that. What I want y'all to do is refund any recent in-app purchases if you had them and you got them, you know, for event reasons. You know, anything that you can reasonably refund, you should. Don't buy any new in-app purchases, definitely. And avoid watching ads at all if you can. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life completely, but the only way the developers are going to change is if they notice that, dang, our earnings went way down. They're supposed to go way up for an event. But yeah, just Google Sir Tap Tap Nox App Player. You just get, it's just an Android emulator. Oh, I forgot to open the thing. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh, it crashed. Great. I think AbyssRium is the thing crashing it. I think if I open AbyssRium, I promise the macro thing doesn't always crash, but it's getting too annoying to show. Crash is doing almost anything in AbyssRium. Yeah, AbyssRium crashes Nox App Player a lot lately. It didn't used to. Hold up. Hold up. Up. Not crashed. I think it might partially just be Nox's fault or something, because that used to come out just fine. But yeah, basically all a macro is you record yourself clicking around the screen, and then you replay it a bunch. And you just tap where the fish are. So the best way to do that is to have a bunch of, what are they called? Jellyfish, because they float in a predictable area. Oh yeah, I saw the devs being all bitchy on their Facebook. I'm sorry, but you can't, if you're in a customer-facing position, you can't be like, well, you were rude to me, so I'm gonna be rude back to you. That is not how a multi-billion-dollar company. Google Cheetah Mobile. Their market cap is 1.8 billion US dollars. This is a company that can afford to hire a person who is not a massive prick to run their Facebook page. This is a company that can afford to hire somebody who speaks proper English. Preferably somebody who speaks English and isn't a massive prick. This is not hard. I know that, you know, maybe 50% of people in the world are massive pricks. And only maybe like 1/8 of them speak English. But that's still a couple 100 million people. Find one. Hire them. Please. God. Anyway. Back to this thing. So, wait, which time zone am I in? See, that's gameplay right there. Time zone screwery. This is more gameplay, riveting gameplay. More gameplay than when it's in the original app. Okay, it's safe to send it out. Yeah, I fully support. If you want to delete this game, Platypus is having problems. Oh, he just where did he go? I looked over to the chat for a second and he was gone. Alright, hold up. Okay. So yeah, just once again, all you gotta do, go to your time zone, pick something 3 hours farther away, like Beralasia, you know. 3 hours away. Open it up. And it'll be back. All you gotta do is loop this roughly 100 times. I'm so sorry. It is very boring. You do have to do this about 100 times, is about the average of Gashapon pulls. And How do I do the exploit on iOS? It's the same thing. Open your settings app, go to date and time. I'm not sure the exact settings headings. But yeah. It's the exact same on iOS. You don't need any external hardware or software. You can do this with just the app and your phone's time zone settings. I'm so glad this exploit exists. I was really hoping that it would be super easy and there would be an exploit that let us beat this in one day. Because they were so smug, they're like, oh no, you can't beat game in one day. It isn't fun to have fun and beat a game in a day. You have to suffer, that's fun. And so they wanted this to take 18 billion years. And now there's a bug and we can beat it in one day. And we'd be like, hey, you tried. But no. Oh, the goddamn stream died. I was mocking them. Are we back? How dare the stream cut out while I'm mocking them? How dare you? Mediacom sucks. If you have Mediacom, well, you probably can't get better internet in any way. But complain to them from me on my behalf, because they're giving me less than 1 megabit per second up. I pay for about 20. I pay $80 for not being able to stream. Anyway, what I was saying is the developers were like, oh, you can't beat the event in one day because that's not fun. So we're gonna make it so you can't do that anymore. And jokes on them, because you can beat it in a day. I have watched about 10 people in my Discord have beaten this in one day. You do have to have, like I said, you do have to have about 50,000 roses saved up, and I'm so sorry that you have to do that. That is the one thing that is not super easy to cheat. You can do the macro thing, like I said, but that's about the only cheat, so to speak. But yeah, oh yeah, like I was saying, if you want to delete the app, delete it. I deleted it off my phone. The only reason I'm playing this garbage right now is because I want you all to be able to cheat and be free. Embrace your zen and be free from the garbage. Because I understand that you might not want to, you know, just up and delete the app. And I want you to be armed with the knowledge to exploit this garbage. Oh no, you gotta close the app. That's why I'm closing the app. What you gotta do... Wait, which part am I at? Yeah, what you gotta do... Get your Platypus reward. Close the app. Close the app. Then change your time zone. You gotta hard close the app. You can't just like, you know, switch apps. You have to close it. You can leave the date and time thing open though. Open it. You gotta do a fresh start every time. Exploit with date and time and free ads. You can do that exploit. I would recommend not doing that exploit though, because you still have to watch ads, and ads still give them money. You can alter the clock to watch ads faster, which I've done in the past for the events that didn't suck. Remember those? Remember literally every other event that didn't suck, except for the anniversary one? Alright, so we're back into our normal time zone. Send out Platypus, close, open. Back to GMT -2. And if your thing shows GMT minus whatever, so like my phone was in GMT -5, even though I'm actually in GMT -6. So what you want to do is go forward to something that's 3 hours lower than that amount. Since it's minus, you add 3 hours, and so it's -2. If you were like in GMT +3, you would go to GMT +6. For example, you know, it's whatever your time zone is in. If you have 5,000 roses, you can do this 2 hours, really? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the whole thing tonight. I just wanted to kind of fuss around, and I'm surprised I got it first try. But I've heard, like I said, a bunch of people less technical skilled than me. This is not a difficult thing to do. The first time you might mess up. And it's okay, if you mess up, you can just change the time zone again. And I think the Platypus resets if you save and load the game to the cloud, I think. At least if you switch devices, it definitely resets without giving you a thing. So notice how I've done this like 5 times and I only got 1 fish. Isn't that fun? Do you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment? Do you feel the pride and accomplishment? Because that's what this is giving you. Star Wars Battlefront, I mean AbyssRium, is giving you a sense of pride and accomplishment because you unlock Darth Vader, I mean a clownfish. Amazing. I honestly think this is worse. I posted, hold up. I posted this in the Reddit. This link might not work because YouTube is dumb and breaks links in chat, and I don't know why. It's pinned to the front of reddit.com/r/AbyssRium, the AbyssRium subreddit. It's one of the top posts there. I enumerated everything that is wrong with this event. It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot. I have 19 bullet points of things that are wrong. Let me reiterate that the total cost of this event, if you skip it with pearls, $2,700. I guarantee some poor sucker, some poor whale is going to spend that. And don't be that whale. You can do this. It actually probably takes not even significantly more time to do this exploit than to pay with real money. Actually, considering all the credit card stuff, this is probably actually faster than paying money, which is amazing. Tremendous. And again, 84 hours of tapping to get the roses. They said they wanted this to be easier. Does this seem easier to you? Does this seem easier than the prior events? For those of you who played the other events? Because the cost is the same as the other events, but you earn between 5 and 25 times less roses. So it's objectively at a bare minimum 5 times harder. Plus 3 hours between each attempt at a fish. And you're not guaranteed a fish, because fuck you. We're AbyssRium, and fuck you. You play our game? No. Fuck you. That's how you treat your customers. That's customer service. You want to play our game? Fuck you. How dare you play our game? We hate people that play our game. What's your problem? You come play my game? Get out. Don't play my game. Play a different game. Oh yeah, I forget what I even changed. Oh yeah. I changed my Discord, the channel title for the AbyssRium thing to the Saltwater Salt Mines. Oh yeah, if anybody, by the way, if anybody knows any AbyssRium players that are in China or Japan, like I said, this game is actually illegal in those countries right now because of this event. If they know who to like contact that, like in the United States, I think it would be like the Federal Trade Commission. Like if you know who to report, like illegal gambling app, please do, because like I said, this is Kampu Gacha, which is illegal in Japan, and it is also a gashapon that does not list its odds, which is illegal in China. Tremendous. It's so bad it is actually illegal in some countries. Tremendous. How do you do this exploit in iOS? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You got to open up your settings app and you go to date and time. I'm not sure the exact what it's called, but it's the same basic thing. And yeah, it works on iOS. It's yeah. All we're doing is changing time zone, so the game thinks it's been 3 hours. I'm kind of amazed this works. I really hoped there would be an exploit just to rub it in the devs' faces. And I genuinely, I actually do not have this app on my phone anymore. Fuck! Sorry. I'm sorry. The 2017 event fish. So, let me explain. So this is the Kampu Gacha. So what you got to do is complete all of the 2018 items before you can get the 2 pygmy whales. You have to 100% the event. But all of the 2017 fish are included in the event too. Isn't that fun? But the problem is, if you get a 2017 fish, that means you miss out on progress on the 2018 stuff. And I already have all the 2017 fish. So every time I get a 2017 fish, it's just the game slapping me in the face and saying, no, no progress for you. I seriously, I deleted the game after I first got, it was a heart angel fish. I just deleted the game from my phone. It doesn't matter as much right now because, like I said, we have the exploit. It's not a big deal. We can just do this again. But if we didn't have that exploit, I would be waiting another 3 hours. Isn't that fun? Are you guys having fun? I'm having fun. This is fun. Oh my god. So this event is so truly awful in every single respect. It's kind of hard to pinpoint all of the ways that it could have been improved. But one of the things, honestly, just look at the Christmas event. The Christmas event was great. What happened? The Christmas event was so good. I had so much fun. I even streamed that. You could tell I was having fun with that event. It was fun. Ghost Toast, you fail when you try this? Oh yeah, somebody's got, yeah, some people got it like multiple times in a row. Okay, here, try this. What you want to do, try, okay, if you see these items in this list, set your time zone to Central Time, and if you can send out the Platypus in Central Time. Actually, the biggest problem that you might be doing is not closing the app. You have to force close. Get all of the way out of AbyssRium. It has to play the startup every time you change the clock. Otherwise, you'll mess it up. Anyway, just as an example, open up in Central Time, which is GMT -6. Send out the Platypus. You want to move 3 hours forward. So pick up Buenos Aires, and then open the app and do it, or go to Greenland, you know, whatever. It just matters that one is 3 hours later than the other. Then you just bounce back and forth between the two. It's a little weird. You might mess up a couple times, but once you have it down, you're literally just doing the same two things over and over again until you have it right. So Colombia, Mid-Atlantic. There's no exact time zones that work. You really just need it 3 hours away. Put the whole thing on a macro. You could do that, actually. The only problem is that when I open the macro thing, it has a tendency to, yeah, it crashed. I don't know why it does that. It did not used to do the thing what it now does. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, the screen went black because it crashed because I tried to open the macro thing. You probably could do this though. You set it to a macro. I'm just kind of doing this to show you what it was. And I'll do a more proper video later. I'm not really in the mood. I'm not sure if you could tell. I'm not really in the mood to do a full proper video right now. I got home at 7:30 time zone. Okay, let's open the app. But you should just be able to do this with a macro, really. Gives me exploring deep sea and says 17 hours. Number one thing to try, Ghost Toast, try going to the gear menu, save to cloud, and then immediately load it to cloud, or load from cloud. Because in the past, at least if you switch devices, it resets the Platypus. I'm not sure. Hey, Vicente. How do you get a lot of roses? You just need to do a macro. So what a macro is basically, I think you can do this on iOS as well. You just set up, it's called like assistive switch or something. You just record your taps in, like, say I had a bunch of, oh, you can't see my mouse. Does this work? Can I show you my mouse here? Okay. So, wait. Oh, here's my mouse. Okay. So, say I had a bunch of jellyfish around here. I would click around here in the jellyfish region, which is around here. And then I would just click a bunch, save that macro, and then just replay that macro on loop. And since the jellyfish, you got to store all of your fish but your jellyfish. Let me show. So the reason jellyfish are the best for getting currency, this used to be something that was actually fun and able to do without a macro. But since they killed Song of the Moon, it kind of needs a macro. Because like I said, 84 hours of clicking. 84 hours. But yeah, just kind of click in this region where the jellyfish float. Because when you have only jellyfish out, they don't really move around a lot. So they're really ideal to just kind of tap around and get the event currency. And you have to store the other fish because you don't know where the roses will spawn unless you only have one kind of fish out, and then it'll just be only on that one kind of fish. So that's all you got. And you want to have at least 4 fish out. Nox doesn't work. Yeah, I've had some people that Nox doesn't work for them. I don't know why that happens. You might want to try a different device to emulate. Yeah, I'm not a Nox doctor, so I unfortunately wouldn't know exactly. Oh wait, I think I sent that at the wrong time. Let's go back to 5. I might have messed it up. You might get to see me show you how to fix it. What was that? Oh, shut up, Twitter. Why did I turn that sound notification on? I hate notifications. Oh, Rachel Lee, tell the devs. Tell the devs that it deleted it. That happens to people. It is a bug, and the devs will refund your roses. So what happened is, this is just brilliant. So what they were going to do is delete all of the candy at the end of the event. And they introduced a bug where the event just randomly thinks that it's over, and it immediately deletes your roses. And it's great. It once did it, almost did it for me, but it said there were 2 days left. I haven't gotten it, I haven't had it delete it, but tell the devs. Oh, one other thing. What you want to do, so this is an exploit that can't really be patched without, like, well, an app update. Like, they can't, you know, fix this without giving you an update. So what you need to do is as soon as you get the update, as soon as you get the Valentine's update, you need to turn off auto updates, and then you can do this trick all you want and they can't fix it. And then you can turn on auto updates again whenever you're done. Anyway, setting on exploration. I think moving your clock backwards, maybe it just happens. Oh yeah, somebody actually said if you just click complete now, it will, when the clock is messed up, that it like the platypus just returned. I can't confirm that, but a couple people in my Discord had that happen to them, so it might actually be that simple. It would be my concept idea for the next AbyssRium update. There's 3 things I want right now, but the problem with that being is if they have good fish and the event is this bad, or even worse, I wouldn't want those fish to be associated with an update that bad. So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place here. But my #1 idea was always, you know, prehistoric fish events. You know, have it be interesting. You know, some, you know, underwater. I can't think of the words. I'm way too angry to think of dinosaur names right now. But you know, the cool things that we saw in Birthday's beginning. That was a great game. Have you noticed that we got all of the coral? I've only got 2 fish. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? One other thing. So this island, a lot of people notice that you can't really put this in front of the coralite. You can't. It doesn't let you. And what actually apparently happens is you can put it behind the coralite. I do not know why. Oh, hold up. You actually have to put it really far away. But you can put it way, I think they said to put it near the shipwreck. There we go. Put it there. Oh, it's kind of distant, but you can kind of see it. Let's try moving it a little bit forward. You can at least kind of see it. Let's try to move it. Just let's put it between these 2 rocks. See how that works. Oh, no. Yeah, you can move this, by the way. You can't store it for whatever reason, but you can move it. And that actually is kind of worse. See, you can't see it well, but you can see it if you put it about there. I think that's about the best balance you can get, unfortunately. I don't know why they decided to make them all attached to an expand thing, and then you can't see the fish anytime you're not in the expand menu because they're out in the middle of nowhere. You can kind of see them now, though. Platypus all messed up. Try a different time that's like way forward or something. Yeah, Coelacanth would be cool, though that's actually still alive, so it's, you know, no, they already have the Coelacanth, that's what you mean. Oh yeah, and you gotta, to level up the stupid thing, you have to plant all of the coral. You don't just get them, you gotta plant them. It does seem kind of biased towards giving you the coral, which is good, but it kind of frustrates you when you just want the fish. But yeah, then it kind of levels up. It's a visual bug, just tap it. Oh yeah, yeah, somebody said that if the number says like, oh, it's like 18 billion hours away, just tap where the button would be to get it, and you just get it. In fact, let me see if I can trigger that effect. First I gotta set it. First I gotta set him back. Easter time. I guess I could have set him there. We have no idea if the events will be any good. Does the speed thing only work on PC? I'm not sure what you mean speed thing, but if you mean this trick, no. This works on iOS and Android. This is just an Android emulator. This is Android. But the problem with this update is they said this is how all events are going to be from now on. So this is why you got to complain. Go to their Facebook. Go to facebook.com/AbyssSaga. 3 S's in the middle. Abyss Saga. Send them a direct message. They ignore their comments. Tell them that this sucks. Be a little more polite than that if you want to. I'm not going to police your language, but, you know. Tell them this is bad. And that you'll probably stop playing if they don't fix it. Or that you've already stopped playing. Or, you know, whatever applies to your situation. So let's go backwards. Let's screw this up on purpose. After the first level, the coral is less likely. Oh, hey, King Bob. Yeah, King Bob did this early in, he's one of the people that did that in my Discord. Oh, Revo, that's an unrelated bug. Tell the developers. Tell the developers how many things you had. Like, this event is amazing. Everything that could have possibly gone wrong, aside from the fish devices. Or the fish designs. It's all bad. Alright. I'm scared. Oh my god, it worked! Holy shit! Oh wow. So if you see, as long as that number is higher than 3 hours, just click that button, and it won't take your pearls away, it just gives you the thing. That is tremendous. Beautiful. This exploit is genuinely better than the event that it is exploiting. This is fantastic. I love this. I'm gonna print out the code of this exploit and marry it. But yeah, if you get that bug where it deletes your currency, just tell the devs how much currency you had. If you want to add a little premium on there, I won't tell. Just tell them how much you had, and they should send it back to you. A lot of people have gotten their refunds. That is not a normal thing. I mean, it is normal, but like normal as in a usual bug. But yeah, send them a direct message on Facebook or email them. Do not leave a Facebook wall post on their thing, because they don't read their wall posts. They ignore everything except for the direct messages. Isn't this fun? Is this not fun? Wait, I wonder if you could get a thing every time. I want. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. I really want to record a macro, but I don't know why it keeps crashing, and I don't want to have you keep listening to the crashing sound. I'm actually kind of surprised that I can stream this somewhat stably. Only dropped 5% of frames, streaming at 0.6 megabits per second. Like it's goddamn 2003. Gonna play some original Half-Life online on my 600 kilobytes per second modem. Heck yeah, dude. My DSL. I tested you can every time. Alright, let's try this then. Set time. This is amazing. So like just changing. Oops. Oh no, I think I did it wrong. Use the method you said yesterday. It worked great. If you max fish out, I don't think it brings back free fish. Really? Though that's not how prior events work. But I'll give that a shot because the 2017 fish are infuriating. You heard I was very frustrated when that pink sea grouper. I even like that fish. Like that's not even. I actually like the fish that I got. In any other context, I would have been okay with that. But yeah, let's try putting out. Put out these guys. These pointy boys. And some of these things. Oh yeah, the manatee ends in like 3 weeks, by the way. 3-4 weeks, so not super urgent, but don't forget if you intended to get them. Yeah, they're very aggressive on Facebook. They're jerks. They genuinely need to fire whoever's managing their Facebook. They are a jerk. Like seriously. Like that is not a person that should be in charge of a social media thing. Like you can't be that rude to your customers. Like you know, customers always right and all that crap. When people are rightfully angry at your thing for sucking, you can't be like, well, I hate you too, boy. That's right. It's the only method of getting gems other than ads and money, the achievements. Yes. Unfortunately. There used to be this thing on Android where you could do quests every week, and you could get a lot of gems. That was really great, and I maxed out most of my skills because of that. But then they took it away because it was actually generous. Happy to help, Ghost Toast. Look at him go. I love that they swim like a naval fleet. Usually when you get a bunch of large creatures in a like swarm, they look really stupid and like swim inside of each other. For some reason the crocodiles work really well. Oh my gosh, it works every time. If you just, oh my gosh, you Marge, look who just doubled their productivity. We can get a thing every time as long as you change the thing. That's so good. This exploit is genuinely so much more fun than the events. The exploit itself is almost more fun than prior events. I just got my roses back. The support team was very polite. Someone play Flight. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of, actually. Oh yeah, some people get 2 roses per tap. It's because the polar bear bonus from the in-app purchase from Christmas was never removed for whatever reason. So, if you bought the polar bear, you get 2 roses, but you're supposed to only get 1. Oh yeah, just a reminder: do not buy the veteran platypus. Do not buy anything that gives the devs money. Not now. If they fix their things. And now I'm not getting the coral. I guess somebody did say that. This bug is amazing. They should fire whoever handles their Facebook and hire this bug. This bug is a better community manager than their community manager. How do I fix this? I turned to Tokyo, Japan. I got to use USA platypus. No, just tap the thing. Just tap the button that says bring the thing back, and it comes back. As long as you've changed the time zone, it works like every time. It's amazing. You can put the core light in front of the core light, even if it's red spam. Spam the check mark? Really? The bugs are better than the game. This is Big Rigs Over the Racing spiritual sequel, AbyssRium. Big fish under the sea racing. Amazing. Let me just please work. Spam the button, maybe because there's a thing in front of it. Spam the check mark. Yes! The bug love the bugs in this game. The bugs in this game are now better than the game. Fire all of the developers, hire the bugs. Better game. Guaranteed. Amazing. I've Big Rigs, this is genuinely the only time, other than Big Rigs, I have seen an update or game where the bugs are better than the actual proper operation of the thing. By the way, I'm so sorry to impart this knowledge upon you, but the pair of knobbly seahorses, can we see? Yeah. The knobbly seahorses are copulating. I'm sorry. I don't know if the developers know that. Like, I think they just thought, oh, we'll put the seahorses like they're kissing. But that is how seahorses copulate. That is inappropriate. That's right, Parker. Wildly inappropriate. Yes. I mean, it is fitting for Valentine's Day, but if that was intentional, that's kind of a bit much. You know, kissing and handing holding, maybe, but yeah. Hello? Do you have something to say, sir? Hello? I'm doing things. We're playing bugs. Just remove. This game is just called Bugs now. It's bugs. Would you please sit down? I'm trying to break this game. He doesn't care. This game got so much more fun, and it is purely because of bugs. Amazing. I got those roses from other events. That's another thing. So the developer's whole conceit on this garbage event is that, oh, it's no fun if you get them all in one day. But here's the thing. Nobody got all of the fish in one day. Because you know what? If you start an event with 500,000 roses like I did, you didn't get those all in one day. You got those by playing a lot of the game before the event. You got that by playing. You played, so I haven't ground roses in this event, but I ground a bunch of roses in the last event. It's not for free. I worked to get those stupid roses. It's every single aspect of their argument in support of this event is complete and utter bullshit. It is just exceptional. That's right. That's right. I love this bug though. This bug, I thought this would be really boring, but it's just the mere fact that it works is so hilarious. I will probably never do face reveal. I might get, if you donate to my Patreon, patreon.com/SirTapTap, there is an incentive at $200 a month, which is only 60 bucks away. I will get Parker stream cam. You will get Parker in the corner on the screen, and you will see as he destroys my entire house. It will be glorious. He did a face reveal. He's got ginger fur, pointy ears, and a fluffy tail. I do. Parker cam is secretly me cam. I can't, this bug where you can place the coral eye is amazing. I used to think AbyssRium had too little quality assurance, but now I think it has too much quality assurance. Just let the bugs be. Let the bugs, let my people go. I stand with the bugs. What time zones should I change from? It doesn't actually matter. It doesn't really seem to matter, actually. As long as you've changed time zones, it seems to just give you the things. But conceptually, you should change between your time zone and a time zone 3 hours ahead of you. But it doesn't seem to actually matter as long as, like, because it just seems to go if you change the time zone at all. It just seems to give it to you. It's like, huh? What time now? Huh? I have a coral and go away. It's just like, nah. You can't brain today. Riveting gameplay. But you just bounce between any two time zones. I mean, you can just use the time zones I'm using if you want to. Cali to New York. That should work. I'm going to try moving that thing again. Because it's kind of in a dumb spot. But I was like starting to get skeptical. But I think... I really wish this app didn't have like a full minute of loading time. That game I played on my channel today, Potion Maker. I love that game as a mobile game because it's loaded. It has like 2 seconds of loading times when you open the app. You just get right into it and you get to enjoy it. Because like mobile games, generally I'm gonna like open it and play it for like 1 minute. And that's all. So like the loading time. That's why I deleted Miitomo. It's an app that it takes a full 30+ seconds. And then I play it for a minute. They're killing Miitomo, by the way, which is kind of a shame, but also completely expected. No, let me move the thing. Okay. I wish I could move this up a little bit. It's kind of... man. Let me just kind of... right in the middle here. You messaged me on Instagram? I barely check Instagram. Also, my notifications on every single platform are exploding because of this whole trash fire. So if you've messaged me on Reddit, I think dragging the thing while clicking it is what makes it happen. That looks nice. Why don't they just let me put it there? That looks nice. What? These devs. Like I said, the bugs have a better sense of design than the developers. Fire the devs, hire the bugs. That's my 3-point plan to fix the app. There's only 2 points, but that's a bug. How do I get the pair whales? It's a Kampu gacha, so what you have to do is complete absolutely everything. And you will, can you not just change the date? You probably can't. Actually, I don't know about that. You could try it. I don't know if it would work, though. Because what seems to be happening is if the game's in a different time zone, it just kind of doesn't know what to do. And it just gives it to you. Which I fully support. But if you just change the time, I think it might know it's been messed with. I don't know. Like I said, try it out and let me know. But this way is easy enough. I would... if that doesn't work, just changing the time, I would just do this. Hey, DeMario? How do you say that? It's gonna block your crawlite when it goes up 2 levels. So there's actually good things hidden in this trash fire event, and that almost makes it worse. But I like that the reef thing like upgrades and grows and things. I thought it was like really ugly when I first got it, but it's because it like levels up and grows things. It's neat. You can't change the date? All right. Yeah, I think it is something with the time zone. Just does not know how to operate. I like these little heart crater things. So far, no 2017 fish to all new fish. I think if you have all fish, somebody said if you have your fish cap is currently met, you won't get 2017 fish. Which, if true, is great because the 2017 fish are infuriating. Better way to get the roses. Unfortunately, there isn't one other than using a macro. Oh, I need a pink horn coral. Okay. Use an auto clicker macro. If you lose in Mississippi. I think, is that Central Time? You can do what I'm doing. Go to like Greenland. Honestly, just pick a date that is kind of far away and just bounce between them, and it will almost certainly work. It is actually ridiculously easy. You didn't hit your fish cap? You could just be lucky. I guess we'll see. I'm testing that now, I guess, because I have my fish cap reached. So if we get a 2017 fish, then that proves that that is false. Changing the time just adds time to it for me. Blake, tap the button. Do this just as a test, but it seems like you might see it. You see how it says 6 hours? I'm just gonna tap complete now, and it's back. It just works. It lies. And yeah, that does not mean the button is not broken though. If you actually send it out and don't mess with the clock, it will cost pearls. People have, you know, it's not that the pearl button doesn't work. It's something about changing the time zone. Does this work on iOS? Yes, it works on iOS. The exact same bug works on iOS. Oh, the gameplay is complete dog shit. You missed some very angry words from me, I think, earlier in the stream. But yes, they completely destroyed the game. And it sucks. And I probably will still quit. Unless... I may just hang around just to break every update they do. Just out of pure spite. I might genuinely do that. New video. Why didn't this post on my Facebook? Hold on. I thought I had a thing to post when I stream on Facebook. Why doesn't Facebook like have an automatic live on YouTube thing? Parker just typed .30 in my text box. He wanted you to know that. Thank you, Parker. So I just had to post. No, keep editing. Facebook, please. Face twit, please. Alright, the icon is totally wrong. It still says I'm streaming Horizon Zero Dawn on Facebook, but whatever. Did my Twitter thing post? Why does this not? Ugh, this is so frustrating. So live streams are frustrating in general, and my things don't post. Okay, but my Twitter post went out. I do not understand. Why is life so suck? Anyway, I have like 5,000 tabs open. Let me close these. Okay, we're back. But yeah, iOS does definitely work. It's the same glitch. Like I said, if you see a timer and it's like, oh no, you have to wait 4 hours, just tap the button on the right. It'll work, trust me. This bug is amazing. It transcends space and time to bring you enjoyment from a ruined game. Yeah, that's you, hide user, yes. Why do people bother spamming chats? You don't even, when you spam on YouTube, by the way, your message doesn't even show up in the chat, honey. Your spam and trolling never actually shows up to anybody but moderators and me. So you just get banned in silence. So don't even try, honey. This bug doesn't really apply to me because you don't have the $10 thing. No, this isn't a $10 thing. No, this is completely free. I would never advocate paying money in this game ever again. This has nothing to do with the paid platypus. This is the free platypus. Nothing. I would never tell you to give the developers money. Not at this point. So no, this is all completely free. That's why I'm so excited to share with you. I've only ever bought one thing in this game, and I regret it. But you just change the time zone. If you're in New York, change your time zone to California. If you're in California, change it to New York. Think of it that way. I don't actually think it matters at all. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. I would never genuinely be like this. Like, I am mad at the developers, and I want you to not give them money because they have done an extremely bad player hostile thing. They pulled a Battlefront 2. That's what they did. They Battlefront 2'd us. So like, I am super for developers. If you've ever followed me on Twitter, I'm so supportive of developers. I follow almost all of the 2,000 people I follow on Twitter. They're developers and I follow them because I love their games. I want you to support developers, but support the good ones. There's so many good developers. There's no reason to give developers like this your money. And I was supportive of these developers until this event. Like, they blew it. They decided to go straight up evil. And I think I shouldn't say developers, because it's usually the publisher. These guys got bought out by Cheetah Mobile, and I'm pretty sure this is a publisher decision, not developer's decision. That's a mistake a lot of people make. It's a mistake I make. It's easy to say developers when you mean publishers. It's Cheetah Mobile that really sucks, but I do kind of wonder about the devs, because the game is really buggy. They never really fix the bugs. And I think whoever posts on their Facebook, it kind of seems like it's the same person from before. But I could be wrong. Whoever posted their Facebook is a dick, though. Why do the corals have seeds? I have no idea. Why do my view counts fluctuate like 10 things at a time? But yeah, corals are animals, if you didn't know. So yeah, they should not have seeds. Like, they seem plant-like, but they're not. They're animals. Fun fact. But yeah, I guess they wanted it to be different. I don't know why it would need to be different, though. I mean, they're functionally identical. You don't have to wait for it to return. Just tap the button. Like seriously, I know that the button says, like, it needs you to wait for 4 hours. But, like, it's been saying that for me, too. You just tap the button. Do not tap it immediately after you send it out. Do it after you change the clock. But if you've changed the clock, just tap the thing. I mean, coral do look like underwater plants. They're very weird animals. But, yeah. We got more copulating seahorses. That's my band name, by the way. Copulating Seahorse. Ugh, still more things. I'm so glad I decided to stream this, because this would be really unbearable and unfun. Like, I love this bug, but it is so much more fun to complain about it to all of you than it would be to just do this otherwise. Yes, this works for iOS. This is just a bug in the game itself. There's almost never been a bug that was iOS only or Android only. The only one I can think of was an exploit. It wasn't even a bug, but a way you could exploit using multiple Google accounts with the Google quests that gave gems, but they removed that from the game a long time ago. Oh yeah, to level up the coral, to level up the reef, you have to plant these seeds. Plant the seeds and stuff when you get them, otherwise it won't upgrade your thing. Okay, so, myth busted. Having all of your fish out does not prevent these stupid fish from 2017 from happening. Also, if you didn't stream, you wouldn't have gotten the bug for the reef or how to get the previous fish. Oh yeah, that is true. Who gave me the bug for the reef? Thank you very much for that, by the way. That I like that almost as much. Well, not really, but I do like that bug a lot. I was almost going to say I like it almost as much as this bug, but I really don't, because this bug is truly amazing and allows us to actually enjoy the game, even though the developers don't want us to. That's the thing. The general thing about this thing is that not only do the developers want money, you know, that's a reasonable thing, wanting money. But they wanted us to not have fun. They wanted us to see this event, to see the good things, and for us to be miserable, absolutely miserable, waiting 3 hours, be like, oh man, this sucks. You know, 10 bucks isn't that much. I'll spend 10 bucks to make this less bad. That's what they want to do to you. But you know what? Spending money would actually be a lot slower than this exploit, so be sure not to spend money. But here, what I'm talking about, if the thing doesn't seem to work for you, like if you see, oh no, it says exploit in deep sea, 5 hours, just tap complete now. It just gives it to you. It does not care. It's tremendous. Oh wait, you can't, can you not see what I'm doing? I forgot that chat is kind of big when I stream mobile games. But yeah, I'll move chat and I'll show you, just if it's not clear. Thanks, Annabelle. If your candy disappeared, you have to message the devs on Facebook. That is not intended. That's a bug because they're bad at making video games. That's the bad bug. All of the other bugs in this event have been good, but that is a very bad one. Message the devs, tell them how much candy you had, and they'll send it back. How do you do the exploit in iOS? It's the same thing. You just go to your settings app. I think it crashed. Yeah, I think it crashed. Yeah. All right. Error exiting Nox. Try again later. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's the same thing on iOS. Just go into your settings app. Go to your time zone. It's the same thing. Nox screwed up. Nox app player is very good, but it can get a little bit buggy. It's usually just close it and try to get. Shut up! I know Nox is closing. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, from best mobile game 2016 to worst mobile game 2018. I saw that. If you got the bad bug, just to tell the devs. Hack for all fish. It's not a hack. It's just an exploit. Hacks generally require like third-party programs and altering data and stuff. Literally all you have to do for this trick is go into your date and time, change your time zone to 3 hours ahead or 3 hours behind, and just bounce between that. Close the game between each change, because otherwise it doesn't work. But yeah, I can show you it again. Yes, Magmorix just posted in the chat. But yeah, just watch what I do. It's really simple. It might sound a little weird at first because you probably don't change your time zone on your phone very often because they change that automatically these days. But it's simple. So let me move up chat so you can see exactly what I'm doing this time. So all you got to do, open the app. I'm actually gonna store all the fish because that might be why it's crashing. I don't know. Probably isn't. But actually, I wonder if the game is less stable because you can't store these fish. And I had like over 110 fish out at once. So I kind of wonder. But yeah, all you got to do is send out your platypus. Confirm. Close the app. Force close it. It has to be totally closed out. Go to your settings app. Change time zone to 3 hours ahead or 3 hours behind. It doesn't really matter. Go back to AbyssRium. It should start up from this best of 2016 screen every time. If it opens straight to the game, you didn't close it all the way. When do we get this update? They do slow rollouts. I'm expecting everyone should have it by Friday or Saturday. Usually it starts rolling out on Monday and Tuesday, and like maybe 1% of people have it at that point. And then by the end of the week, everybody has it. It's just dumb slow rollouts. There's nothing we can really do about it. So yeah, all you do, after you've reopened the game, you just... if it says that exploring the deep sea and the timer is wrong here, just tap complete now. And it just gives it to you. Ignore the fact that the timer is wrong. Ignore the fact that the button does not say collect the item. It will give it to you. But don't tap complete now just right after sending it. You have to mess with the clock. Otherwise, you will spend the pearls. But yeah, they always do these slow rollouts. So if you have auto updates... There we go. If you have auto updates, you'll get it. By the way, like I said earlier, disable your auto updates after you get the event so you make sure that you can do this exploit. They probably will patch this eventually, but the devs are so slow, it'll probably take them, a couple weeks if they ever do patch it. It might not be able to be patched, I don't know. But as long as you have the update, just disable auto updates, then do this. And this will take only like a day. Like I said, a lot of people in my Discord have been doing this, and it's taken them, it takes a couple hours maybe. Like, I'm like halfway through and it's been an hour. So yeah, a couple hours I think people said. But, oh my god, I just realized it takes less time to do this exploit to get all of the fish than it takes to wait for a single platypus the legit way. Amazing. Do we know why they do slow rollouts? Because they hate us. I don't know. Because the reason to do slow rollouts, if you're a good company that loves their developer or their customers, you do slow rollouts because if there's a bug, you can roll it back, or you can respond to feedback before everybody gets the update. But if you're Cheetah Mobile, what you do is you have a slow rollout, and then you find a bug on the first day, and you still keep rolling it out because you don't care because you're Cheetah Mobile. So screw your customers, release the buggy app, go to hell. We're Cheetah Mobile. Fuck you. I'm pretty sure that's their tagline. I might be wrong, but if you go to Wikipedia and go for Cheetah Mobile, I'm pretty sure their tagline is Cheetah Mobile. Fuck you. I'm pretty sure. 94% sure. If the APK doesn't work, just did we drop? Hold on. I don't know when that cut out. My stream cut out because Mediacom. I might have to drop my bitrate again. I might have to make this ugly. No, maybe. It seems maybe okay. Oh boy. But yeah, this exploit is super easy. I recommend everybody do this. It is fantastic. And like I said, don't watch ads if you can avoid it. Definitely don't do in-app purchases. If you bought the nimble platypus, get it refunded. You don't need it for this exploit. It is garbage. Tell them you were misled. Tell them you're not happy with it, with the event. Frankly, if you got any kind of recent purchase, I would attempt to refund it, just because the developers have pretty blatantly said, hey, players, fuck you. And, yeah. You do need the roses. There's no simple way to not have roses and do it. Use an auto clicker to get the roses, or like a macro. There's a Reddit. If the link is broken, it'll be hard for you to see, but let me... AbyssRium... yeah, switch controls is what it's called. So there's a YouTube video for it.
I just figured out
No, shut up. I don't care how much you saved on Amazon or whatever. Yeah, somebody has... yeah, auto clicker. So you just use switch controls on iOS, and I think Android has something similar. But yeah, you can just set up an auto clicker and just leave it running overnight. I would recommend against watching ads if you can avoid it. Watching ads have been designed to be the best way to get roses, so I don't entirely judge you if you have to watch ads to do the event. But I would personally very strongly recommend against doing anything that gives developers money. Is there an auto tap macro on iOS? Yeah, it's called switch controls. It's in the accessibility options. What would they have to do to redeem themselves? They would have to say, hey, we fucked up. This event was complete garbage. We tried to scam you. We're sorry. We were total morons. We're going back to the old way to do events. The next event is going to be like the Christmas one. It's going to be actually good. We fired our social media person because he was a prick. And everybody gets all of the Valentine's things for free. Send everybody all of the Valentine's things because this is bullshit and no one should have to play it. I really doubt the devs will redeem themselves even 20%. There's honestly, I really doubt. Like, I don't think they even want to redeem themselves. I think they want everybody who doesn't like this to quit, and they want a bunch of new rubes who think this is an acceptable way to design a video game, which it's not. They want those Battlefront 2 players. They want you to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. How long did it take you to go from novice level in this trick? Like 10 minutes? Like I said, this takes maybe 2 hours total to get everything. It is very fast. Like I said, it is genuinely faster to get every fish with this exploit than it is to wait for a single chance at a fish, legitimately. In fact, it's so fast, it's faster than 2 attempts with this nimble platypus. It is so incredibly much faster. Oh yeah, patron. Yeah, patron. Poor patron. So, poor patron gets so abused, and I think they handled their flip-flop pretty well. I think their original decision, like I posted a video about this, but I think, let me move the chat back down. I don't like it up there. Is chat kind of too big? Is that kind of stupidly big? I think it kind of looks silly. Let's shrink it up a bit, maybe. But yeah, patron, I think they would just had a dumb idea, and like they had a dumb conclusion about how their people used their product. And people said, no, that is dumb. And they're like, oh, we are going to completely reverse it and not do it at all. But yeah, I think this event, but not having Gashapon, and like, okay, here's how I think this event could have been good. Basically make it completely like, all of these new fish, you buy them with candy. The platypus is an optional thing that you send on adventures, and it takes, you know, 30 minutes, and it brings back a 2017 fish. And as you buy the 2018 fish, the Platypus upgrades, and he can bring you even better fish from 2017. And give us the theme items. Like what the first thing I did in this event, as I went to my costumes, my dyes, to try to find the new theme items, because that's the first thing I do when there's a new event. And there wasn't any. There isn't any. Also, where's the hidden fish? There's no hidden fish. Hidden fish are the absolute best part of this game, in my opinion. Hidden fish are the one thing that sets us apart from every other clicker. No, just click the thing. If the timer says it's wrong, if the timer says it's anything other than 3 hours, just click it and it works. It's a visual bug, like was said in chat. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, hidden fish. So the biggest thing that keeps this game from being like normal boring clickers is the hidden fish. There's that interesting element where you're like, oh, how do I get this fish? So you go online and you find a nice community of people like you all in chat right now. And you're like, how do I get this fish? I really want this thing. And then there's this whole list of things you can do and you unlock all of this stuff and it's fun. And I mean this completely non-ironically. It gives you a sense of accomplishment, maybe even pride. Because you did a thing and you got stuff. And you're like, hey, I unlocked the frickin' Colacanth. Or that's a bad example because I just play the game, but you know. Be like, you know, I shared 3 pictures of a seahorse. That's also a dumb unlock, but it's better. You know, it's the hidden fish are the most fun part of any event. And not having hidden fish and it just being pure random because gashapon, because that's what gets monies. Sucks. It just sucks. And there's no reason for any of the changes other than to bleed money out of people. None of this is fun. They said this would be easier, by the way. This is not easier unless you use the exploit. The exploit actually makes it easier, which is amazing. Looked up Switch controls. There's not really auto taps to leave overnight. If you have a PC or a Mac, I would extremely strongly recommend just using Nox App Player. If you can borrow a friend's PC for a while, it can just run in the background. I would really just say use Nox App Player if you can at all. It is so much easier than trying to mess with the accessibility controls. I found all the hidden fish because of you. Thanks. Yeah, I get that a lot. It always puts a smile on my face. That's the thing. I will get a little sentimental, and if I do have to ditch this game, it really will suck because I really enjoyed having fun with this game and helping a lot of people enjoy the game. And you know, all the time people tell me, oh, I would never have gotten all the fish before this, or you know, I got my favorite fish because it was on your fish list, or I never completed any events in the game until I found your guide and stuff like that, and it just really warms my heart. And then they go doing this to us. But hey, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still helping everybody. I'm still being like, hey, here's how to get all the fish. It's not the way AbyssRium would like me to tell you how to get all the fish. What they want me to say is like, hey, you can spend $2,700 worth of pearls to get all these fish really fast. That's not a joke, by the way. That's not even exaggeration. If you were to play this event from start to finish, paying pearls, it would cost 2,700 United States dollars worth of pearls. It's 2 pearls per minute, 3 hours per expedition, 100 expeditions on average. $2,700 for one event in one mobile game. Tremendous. Happy to help, Minecraft Sloth. Who is posting foot fungus lettuce? I have not even noticed this. Hey, Crazy Cat. You're a little late. It is about an hour, but I'm just doing the same thing because that's all you can do in this terrible event. But I really hope everybody does this. And if you have friends that play this game, I recommend showing them. Show them the stream. Show them the exploit. Anybody can do this exploit. This is not difficult. This is just as far as I'm concerned, this is the only way to play this event. The way it's meant to be played. The bugs are right. The devs are wrong. How long will I be streaming? Either until I feel sleepy or until I get all of the things, I guess. I should probably stop, but it's almost 10 and I don't really feel too tired, so I'll probably just go for the pygmy whales. Out of all the bad things, I'm glad there's a platypus to represent Australia. Yeah, that's the thing. The coral is good. The fish are good. I wish there were more fish. I wish there were hidden fish. But the coral is good. I really like that it... So there's like crabs now, and they actually crawl around the base of the thing. Well, they kind of just sit along it. But I really like that things are kind of attached to things, and like the clownfish actually swim through the anemones, which is what clownfish do. They have this coating on their skin or scales, you know, whatever fish have, that protects them from the like poisoniness or whatever anemones have. As you can tell, I'm a scientician. I know all of the terms. So yeah, that's genuine behavior there. So they don't just act like dumb fish that just swim through the coralite and, you know, go through walls and, you know, wall hacks and so on. I do like that. I do like the actual fish they used. But this gashapon crap and basically everything else, it's all terrible. I have BlueStack on my computer, but feeling it won't sync to my phone. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. You can use, even if you use iOS, you can use Nox App Player. All you have to do to move your save file over, if you're on Android, it will just transfer over through your Google Play account. If you're on iOS, you'll need to connect a Facebook account and tap that friends icon at the top here and log in with Facebook. You can use a fake Facebook account. Just set one up in a few minutes. But you can transfer saves across platforms with Facebook, and you don't have to. It doesn't have to be, you know, to Nox App Player. You can just do that between phones. If you get an Android phone and you play it on iOS, you can just transfer that way. It's great. Who is Spam Man? Oh, I think Sun got me covered. I'm sorry, I can't quite keep up with the chat. I think this is a concurrent view record. I have nice number of people watching. Watching now, nice. That's all I see. Use your exploit and finish the list of my Bible. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, that my list is the Bible. And I thought, I actually posted on Twitter that this event is kind of worse than the Star Wars Battlefront 2. And my source is that I basically write the Bible for this game. Because I've heard that many times. And I'm really happy that my guide's been so useful. Like I said, I really don't want to quit this game. Like, this is not something I want to just be like, ahaha, screw these guys. I hate your game now, I leave. Because, like, I've been able to help a lot of people, and a lot of people have a lot of fun. Because I help them out, and I don't want to just say no to that. I don't want to say no to all of you watching in the chat right now. But there's a balance to be struck between helping people and supporting developers that clearly hate their fans. Playing a fish game alone in the dark. Heck yeah. But yeah, this, like, once again, this exploit is exactly as easy as it looks. It's just going into a menu. It's going into 2 menus in 2 apps. Anybody can do this. That is too much of a sweetheart to let people do this on their own. Yes, I would use some more aggressive wording, but yes. I don't want... Oh, hey, here we go. These are the crabs I was talking about. So, like I said, the fish, actually good. Everything else, bad. But yeah, I like how there's little crabs. I always wanted them to have little crabs that kind of scuttle around the base of the coralite and stuff. And we finally have that, and it's under such horrible circumstances. It's such a shame. But using this exploit, it's not that bad. The rose thing is still bad. I'm so sorry for anyone who has to deal with the rose bull crap. And you have to if you have to watch the ads, I do understand. I would really prefer if everybody boycotted the ads and stuff for the duration of this event to send a message. But if you really need those fish, as long as you don't pay money directly, definitely don't do that. Can a trained cat named Parker do this? He probably could. Parker tries to play with my phone sometimes. He knows he can use... He knows he can use my touchscreen. There's actually a video of that. Parker wants to watch Homestar Runner, I think is the title of it. He was using the touchscreen on my Surface Pro. My foot's getting a little scratchy. I'm gonna get a drink here real quick. Where'd you go, Parker? So I tried this V8 stuff again, and it's actually not that bad. I think I'm going to try the low sodium stuff next time. It's supposed to be healthier that way. I don't think sodium is not really my biggest problem. Carbs, I would say, are definitely my biggest problem diet-wise. But I figured if I can tolerate it, I'd rather drink this than like pop or anything. I want to get crabs so badly. In the context of this game, yes, but yes, we're expert level now. The frustrating thing is that when you level up, it actually adds more of these 2017 fish, which you might not want if you're me and you already have all of them. Like I said, the ability to get old fish and the ability to get new fish should be totally separate. Because when you get an old fish that you already have instead of a new fish that you wanted, that is the worst feeling in the world. If you go way back to near the start of the stream, you can hear me swear cuss very briefly and very loudly because I got one like that and I wasn't expecting it. It was frustrating. Anyway, let's send that thing out. Do you know what the krill farm will have? Nah, they never tell us anything until it's out, really. Like, the devs have always been bad. See, part of the reason honestly, this event was so offensively terrible that no matter how good the devs have been up to this point, it would have been bad, but it would have been pretty inexcusable. But one of the things about the devs is they've always been so bad at communication, and they never really bothered to like get somebody who's better. And so I don't really think they care about not being good communicators. Like, they never tell us when events are going to end. They never warn us that, oh, hey, there's a slow rollout, so calm down, you'll get the event eventually. No, they just let people panic, and I have to answer, like, honestly, dozens. Every single event, dozens of people ask, and I've honestly, hello, Parker. I just kind of have to leave them hanging at this point. Especially this time, it gives me such a headache. It's not your fault. It's the devs' fault, but I have over 100 notifications on Facebook. I have almost 200 on YouTube. I have 100 on Reddit. I'm currently drowning in every social media platform, and honestly, if you've messaged me on one of those, it's entirely likely I won't get to it. I'm so sorry. I usually try to get to any of my direct messages on any platform. And I read my emails, but that should be like last resort. But oops. I've been fiddling with the thing and I dropped it. But yeah, if you sent like a regular reply on Facebook or something, I probably won't see it at this point, because there's, like, I'm not kidding, about over 100 notifications on every platform. Walking Dead? Telltale's Walking Dead? I think I might actually own that. I think I got that from PS Plus. I've been waiting for Wolf Among Us? Whatever that's called. Season 2. I really like that one. I also have the Borderlands one. I've been meaning to play that too. I got a drink and I forgot to drink it. Yeah, Maine Coons tend to have a high-pitched mew. We don't know if Parker is a Maine Coon. His ruff, the mane thing around his neck, it seems too big to be a Maine Coon. He could be a mix. I mean, he's not a purebred, so he doesn't have the pointy head, apparently. That Norwegian forest cats are known for, but his other traits really seem Norwegian foresty. He's some manner of forest cat for sure, but he could also be Maine Coon, or possibly Siberian. He doesn't seem... Actually, I don't know what the unique... I've never had a Siberian or seen one. Like, in person. What are you doing? That is mine. That's vegetable juice. Look, you would puke this up if you drank it. You do not want this. Like, I don't think your stomach is even capable of, like, digesting the stuff that is in this. So, challenge the devs on why the things are more expensive in different currency. Huh? I mean, it's not an entirely uncommon practice, but I haven't asked them about that specifically. I've had so many other things to complain to them about. Why do you want? Why do you attempt to eat my food? Would you sit? Why am I trying to get the frickin' stupid candy? I know that it's garbage. So let me reiterate. This event, they said that the point of this event was to be easier for new players. So what they did was remove Song of the Moon so that they could make it easier. But the thing is, this event costs 50,000 roses to complete. So that is the exact same cost, roughly. Exactly, roughly. That is in the ballpark of the cost of other events. Like the Christmas event that we all complained about in 2016 was really expensive. It was about 60,000 candy. This is 50,000 candy. And in Christmas, you could get 15 candy per tap. In this, you get 1 per tap. So it is actually drastically harder. And that's before the 3-hour wait garbage. And the sad thing is that you can only skip the 3-hour wait garbage. So if you don't have rolled over currency, the game has screwed you. And yeah, I mean, the game has screwed you, period. Like, the whole point of this update is to screw you over. But some of the screwing over can be reversed with this exploit. Some other things can't, unfortunately. Would you please sit down instead of rubbing your face in my face? His favorite thing to do is rub his face on things. He just wants everything to smell like him. The whole house already smells like you. You do not need to put additional face smell on anything else in the house. Okay? Okay? Yes. I don't know why he doesn't mew for the camera. Sometimes he's very talkative. Oh, one actually kind of neat thing about this event is that when you get duplicates beyond a certain point, you get fish to place as expand decorations. So you can kind of put them where you want. So again, there's some tiny nuggets of gold in this gigantic house-sized pile of excrement that is this update. Like, the actual things you get are good. I mean, that's how gashapons always are, right? The way you get them is completely awful, like offensively bad, money-grubbing garbage. But the things you get, like, they have nice art assets and stuff. That's usually how it goes. What are you doing? He's, like, trying to open. You cannot open that. That is a bottle. What are you doing? This is why we need Parker Cam. He's pawing my drink around. What do you think you will accomplish? What is your goal? Explain it to me. He's just pawing it around and dragging it across the desk. There's nothing in it. There's no delicious treats in there for you. I'm sorry. Sorry, Parker is interrupting, but yes, we should be more than well over halfway at this point. I think there's just there's just like a couple more things I need, like corals, and then I think the whale is the only fish I'm missing, or the mimic. The mimic is great. Would you sit, please? Tail. See you, Celestial. Throat. See you, Celestial. Thanks for stopping by. Animal Crossing event. Oh yeah, the Animal Crossing event that's on right now is actually okay. It's like a better version of the Rovers Safari Disaster. Like so Animal Crossing Pocket Camp gets so much crap. It's so popular to hate on that game. And the game has problems, but when they listened to player feedback, the Rover's Garden Safari thing was way too hard, and so they adjusted everything in the event and made it so much better this time. I actually kind of wanted more pink jellyfish. Not right now, though. If you get to ZZ, will it go to AAA? Yes, it will. It used to crash the game if you got that far. It will be basically impossible to progress at that point. Look at him go! Look at him just spaz out there. Did you see that? He just disappears. That's amazing. Like I said, the actual content of this update is garbage, but the bugs are choice as hell. Amazing. Please, what? Would you please not try to knock my drink on the floor? He's attacking. He's like putting his paw. If you've ever seen a cat play with a mouse, like put their paw on its face, like what is this? I put my paw on you, you filthy beast. He's doing that to my drink. So he's like, what is this thing? Should I kill this thing? I will play with this. Do not knock my drink on the floor. Why? Why? Why do you do this? Explain. Tell me your secrets. Why are you doing this? What possible reason could you have for this? What letters? I'm on like EP. Yeah, I have the EP'ing. That's the point I'm at. I'm just hoarding vitality. Like, I'm not buying fish, so like whenever they update with new normal fish, which will probably be never, I can buy them. It's awesome I had someone to play along. This makes it much less boring. Glad to help. Is anyone else binging 1,000 Ways to Die at the moment? Isn't that was that ad thing, right? Yeah, that was a pretty good ad. Like that musical thing, right? What are you doing? You are weird. He's rubbing his face all over it. It's a freaking bottle of V8 and he's rubbing his head on it like it is his newborn son and he must christen it. And he's also pawing at it like he wants to kill it. He's like, I will open this. What secrets are in this? Do you like the smell or something? He's just trying to bite it. You are a ridiculous young man. I need— ow. Do not put claw in my flesh. I need that. I need to get a video of him doing this. But I should probably finish this up so I can sleep. Please sit. Once you have all the fish, why can't you convert your vitality to candy? Do you mean the other way around? But no, that... Or, I mean, you can just keep buying more fish, which is neat. And what I wish is that at some point, vitality stopped being a thing and you can just buy all the fish you want. But of course, they don't want that. They want you to keep whaling it up, and you know, the 2017 fish offend my people. They don't want to make it more fair. That is bullshit. Do not buy the developer's explanation at all. They didn't make it more fair. All they did was make it more unfair, because if you pay money, you now have an even stronger benefit than over people that don't pay. Parker, please. Ignore the notification. They went back on that. If it does delete your roses, which is a thing that does happen, that's a bug. Tell the developers. But yeah, that message is in error, or not in error, but the devs went back on that. That was the intent, though. Their intent was to wipe your roses and, or event currency, and to make Song of the Moon and stuff not work. So the events take 18,000 times longer. Is there any other use for gems other than upgrading your skills and buying event fish? Never buy event fish with gems, by the way. The ratio is completely terrible. But gems are just, you can also buy the theme items in the painter's palette tab here at the bottom. Parker, would you please sit down? Tail! Please. Whoever heard of something where work you put into something doesn't count towards giving you an unfair advantage? I mean, here's the thing. Putting work into a thing is not, like, unfair. That is, like... That is the essence of doing work. You get advantage for the thing you do. That is how you play game. When you play Call of Duty for 500 hours, you're supposed to be better than the people that haven't played it. It's unfair when people that have played for 100 hours get like a better gun instead of just like better skills. And this is a single player game, so fairness is bullshit. I'm sorry, but their explanation is complete horseshit. I try not to swear, but no. Just no. It's a complete lie. Also, this event, they said they wanted to make these events easier. This event is infinitely harder. This event would take you longer than all other events combined. 84 hours of tapping to get all of the roses necessary for this. Alone. 84 hours. And then 12 hours, or 12 days worth of sending out the platypus and recalling it. If you never sleep. If you never sleep. Yeah, Spirit of Life doesn't do anything. Spirit of Life doesn't affect event candies. There's no reason to use Spirit of Life. I mean, if you really, really need that sweet, dank vitality, then, I mean, it does have that purpose. But you get 10 minutes of free Spirit of Vitality every day. And it's, yeah, just do that. So yeah, in 1 hour and 40 minutes, we have gotten just about everything. We're still missing the Mimic Octopus and the Pygmy Right Whales. But, yeah, it looks like just about 2 hours is what you can expect this to take. So that is really not too bad. You would honestly spend more than 2 hours tapping, even if you had Song of the Moon, on a prior event. So the only bad thing... Well, the only bad thing is everything. But using this exploit, the only major issue is the roses, and there's no easy way to deal with that, I'm afraid. Should I even down this update? That's up to you. Fucking crashed again. Cool. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm in a very testy mood because of this garbage. This has kind of ruined my week. This whole event's having to explain how much people are being screwed over. Having to talk with all the people that, like, you know, everybody's upset about this. It's just merely knowing that the developers would want to do this to all of us. It really weighs pretty heavy on, especially when only bad thing, this update, exactly, yes. But yeah, when you spent, like, I have spent countless hours, like, I've spent multiple days of my life purely updating that guide, making videos and stuff for this game. And to be betrayed by the developers like this, it genuinely makes me sick. Like, I have felt physically ill in regards to how awful this is. 1,000 roses compensation for the people who lost all theirs. No, it's not. Or if it is, I mean, that's silly, because if you lose all of your roses, message the developers and they will send you the amount that you tell them that you lost. They're not just going to give you 1,000 and tell you screw off. Like, if you had 2 billion roses, they'll give you back those roses. This, I think, was a gift because they pissed us off so much with the no candy rollover thing. By the way, keep messaging the devs on Facebook. They want you to think that the only bad thing of the event was the deleting candies thing, and that it's all over now, and the event is great. And that is all filthy, filthy lies. Son of a bitch. Okay. Calm down, Tap Tap. It's just imagine... That still infuriates me, even though it's I'm using the exploit, and I can get another fish in, like, 1 minute. Imagine how infuriating that would be if you had to wait 3 hours between those. That's the awfulness that the devs want you to experience. They want you to hate life and everything. Just got here. What's the exploit? It's the thing I'm doing. All you got to do, send out the platypus, change the time zone on your phone 3 hours forward, then get the thing, send off the platypus again, change the time zone back, and then you do it again. Just watch what I do. It's the only thing I'm doing. So yeah, you just get your platypus reward, send platypus. Yes, send the platypus. There you go. Close the app. That's an important step. You got to fully close it. Force close the app. Change the time zone back 3 hours again. Open the app. Rinse and repeat. And you get one... You basically get one gachapon spin every minute or less. His son can tell. His son Gaming doesn't play this game, but he can tell when I find a 2017 fish because I get so angry. Is there a way to succeed this event without buying the platypus? The platypus, the non... one platypus is free. One platypus is paid. I am using the free platypus. You can do everything I'm doing here without paying a cent. Do not pay a cent. Under no circumstances give the developers of this game money until this is, you know, addressed completely, which I honestly doubt they have the capacity to do. At this point. I'm kind of disillusioned, but yeah. It really is such a shame. I knew when Cheetah Mobile bought them out, I figured the app would get kind of crappy, but I don't understand how it happened so suddenly. Like, not exactly quickly. It took them about a year to totally ruin it. But it's just so stark. The Christmas event was so great. And then, like, we get this. It's like, here's $1 million. Aha, I just stabbed you in the face while you taking the $1 million. Haha. It's like, wow. See, I think to get the whale, you have to have 100%, which is why it's a Kompu gacha, by the way. Illegal in Japan, by the way. For those who did not join earlier, this update is actually illegal in Japan and China. And if you're in either of those countries, please report this game to whatever relevant authorities there are. Is there a way to move the event reef? Yeah. Let me show you in just a sec. What are you doing? Oh, you want plays? I'll play with you when I'm done, Parker. Yes, I know. But yeah, just go into the expand and you can move this thing. Just tap on it. You can move it around. Fun secret. Oh, oops. If you move it around, you can actually mash the check mark, even though it says that you can't do it. Just keep tapping the check mark. Any second now. Any second now. I think maybe you have to kind of scooch it a bit while you're clicking. Maybe there's a certain magic pixel. Trust me, this works. It worked before. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I'm so glad that you can hear Parker on the mic. Please. Why did I decide to show you this? It works, trust me. I would never lie to you, my children. Oh, hey, put the flower thing kind of... There we go. Please. Please. It works. If you click the check mark, it eventually works. It's a really good bug because it's really annoying that you can't place it normally. I think maybe you kind of have to jostle it. You gotta rustle it. You gotta rustle its jimmies a bit. Okay, I give up. I give up. I'll just leave it there. But it works, trust me. I got it to work twice. You just gotta do it a lot. And I really want to just finish up the event real quick here, so... Nah, I'm not gonna bother uploading the local copy. This game kind of, meh. Uploading the local copy has like a lot of detrimental aspects about it. It sucks. So I kind of avoid doing that. If people are not like saying in the chat that it is like basically unwatchable, sorry. Yeah, it is a good trick. Like I said, the bugs are better than the event. I'm actually only dropping 4% of frames, which in a normal stream would be a lot, but considering Mediacom is giving me under 1 megabit per second right now, I'm actually kind of surprised that it's doing this well. Mediacom told me they thought they were done. They're like, oh, the tech left, so obviously your internet is fine now. I'm like, no, he said it was the region that was the problem. Are you not going to fix that? So bad. Like, genuinely, you have to tap it like dozens of times, Gadget. I mean, it is a bug. It's not gonna work every time. Well, some bugs do, but it's not consistent. Just make sure you get it in the right spot, because it does take a long time. Thanks, Ryan. I mean, I hope they fix it too. I really doubt they will, but I don't want... Speaking of things I don't want the game to be bad. I do not benefit at all from this game being bad, or the game, you know, selling like crap. I would really prefer them to fix it. I don't see how. The writing is kind of on the wall. The fact that they even thought they could do this to us kind of means they do not respect us in any way, shape, or form. Our only real way of making this work is if you boycott all in-app purchases, boycott watching ads, because devs get money from that too, tell everybody else to do the same, and message them on Facebook. Send them direct messages telling them that this sucks. And yes, even though they're going to let us keep the event currency, this still sucks. This is still garbage. This event is still exploitative garbage. And it's illegal in Japan and China, by the way. It's Kampu Gacha, so that's illegal in Japan. That's right. And it's, they don't list the Gashapon odds, so it's illegal in China. And against the App Store policies in the US, too. Yes. Parker, please. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. The unfortunate thing about the whale is that you have to get absolutely everything. That's what makes it Kampu Gacha. The Kampu means complete. Gashapon is the thing. It's loot boxes. We tend to call them loot boxes, but yeah, Gashapon is digital slot machines that give you in-game items. They genuinely should be illegal. I hope. I'm not really a big pro-regulation kind of guy, but I genuinely hope the United States and other places start to crack down on it pretty hard. At least make it 21 plus only. Parker makes me happy too. He's a very friendly boy. Say hi. No, I'm not in any way gamer. This game is really it for me, so it's so sad this is pressure survival game experience. Yeah, the shame is this was such a good game. If all they had to do was not do this. Again, this is how not to introduce the old fish. With the Christmas event, it was like you got random fish from the old thing as an extra bonus. But in this one, it's like, hey, you get to not progress the event. Isn't that fun? It's not fun. It's not. Oh boy. Look at this riveting gameplay. You could set up a macro to do this, by the way. If my AbyssRium, or if my Nox app player was not crashing every time I tried to open the macro recorder, I could set this to a macro and probably let it do itself. I just finished the event with this glitch. Can you only get one whale? Yes, unfortunately. Yeah, you only get one whale. It's kind of your reward for completing everything else. Or, yeah, one pair of whales, yeah. Why doesn't the nimble platypus have the avatar scarf and helmet? It gets those as it levels up. I thought it was false advertising, and it is very confusing. It does get those. If you got the nimble platypus, I would kind of recommend getting a refund, though. Just so the devs know. And so the devs don't have that $10. I love that boy. Yes. Alright, so just one more coral. I can't wait for these friggin' mimic octopi. I was so happy when I saw the mimic octopi, and then the event sucked. So I was less happy. They swim around the entire area. Yeah, the whales are not the only ones that are not bound to the mini coralite. Yeah, I mentioned that before, but yeah, the seahorses are copulating. I don't know if the devs realized that. I think maybe they thought they were just kissing, but that is what seahorses look like when they're mating. Yeah, they kind of rub their frontal bodies together, and there's an insertion that happens, and yeah. I keep getting repeats. This is why I hate Gashapon. Gashapon is garbage, like I said. It's, there's no gameplay. Like I said, it's just wait 3 hours and get a random thing. It's a slot machine that takes 3 hours between pulls. That's all it is. Any way to get candies quicker? Only with a macro player. I strongly recommend getting Nox app player if you have a PC or a Mac. You can transfer your save from the game. But yeah. Kissing great. Yeah, the kissing fish. I don't know why they didn't have the kissing fish. Male seahorse pushing thousands of babies out next Valentine. Yes. Oh, are we getting frame drops? Yeah, we're getting frame drops. I'm so close and it gives me the repeats. I do not want the repeats. I hate it's always the heart angel too. Look. The one thing that might mess up a macro, you would probably have to design the macro to get around it. The menuing is a little bit different if you happen to get the fish. But you can probably design a macro in a way that it doesn't break. And you need my blessing. I'm not sure my blessing is worth much. I've gotten like 10 2017 fish. My blessing is very powerful, but the evil of the game developers seems to override even my blessing. I bought... Oh yeah, the nimble... Oh no, the nimble platypus does not give you all the fish. That's why... So the game developers English, like a lot of people try to justify that, oh, they don't know English, so it's fine. But two factors. Cheetah Mobile is a multi-million-dollar every year company. They have a market cap of $1.8 billion. This is a huge company that can afford to hire one person that actually knows proper English. They might even be able to afford 2 people that can speak proper English, if you want to go crazy. In addition to them being an extremely rich company that has over 2,000 employees that can really afford to hire somebody who speaks the English language, their descriptions in-game actually range to blatantly misleading things. If the game would actually load, I think it crashed. I think it might have crashed. Oh wait, I would. Yeah, let me show you how misleading this is. I'm farming for 20 minutes and I only had 400 roses. Like I said, if you were to only tap to get roses, there's 84 hours of grinding for roses. You get 1 rose every tap. You get 20 taps per minute. And you need 50,000 roses, roughly, to complete the event. So you need to tap for 84 hours straight, not missing a single bubble, in order to get enough roses for this event. Reminder, the devs said that this was easy and fair. Does that sound easy and fair? 84 straight hours of tapping. Does that sound easy and fair to you? I think it does. It sounds very easy and fair. Yeah. Alright, so let me show you this nimble platypus. It only takes an hour to find all the coral seeds and fish eggs. No adventure cost. Here's the thing. What it means is that you send out the nimble platypus and you get 1 seed or 1 egg. If you bought the nimble platypus, honestly, if you bought the nimble platypus at all, please refund it. Like, seriously, the devs do not deserve that money. Go to the Apple store or the Google Play thing. They will refund your money if you explain the situation. People have gotten successful refunds on Reddit. Yes, 84 hours. That's not a joke. That's not an exaggeration. It's 84 hours of pure tapping. But yeah, like I said, if you thought the nimble platypus got you all of the event things in 1 hour, or if you just bought it at all, please refund it. Like, please. Like, let that be the one request that you grant to me. If you paid money for the nimble platypus, get it refunded. Don't tell the, like, well, you can ask the devs, but I would just get it refunded from Apple or Google Play. If you explain the situation and it's a recent purchase, they will refund it. People have gotten successful refunds. The devs don't deserve that money, and the platypus is completely unnecessary because you can just do this, and the devs hate you. Like, they genuinely hate you. Like, they don't even know who you are. They hate you, though. They think of you as a living, bleeding sack of money, and they just want to carve your skin until the sweet, sweet money pours from your body. They hate you. You say it's only 1 rose per tap. That's a bug, actually. If you bought a lot of people bought that polar bear. But yeah, the polar bear thing just, the polar bear thing from the Christmas thing doubles currency in this event as well, because they didn't remove the bonus. It's a bug. But yeah, that's another good bug, though. Considering it involves the devs having an extra $10, I no longer consider it good. Doesn't seem to want to load. Yeah, they're gonna have to reboot it. This glitch didn't exist, this update would be a total flop. If it weren't for this glitch, I probably would just never make AbyssRium videos ever again. I'm still tempted not to, but I have to be able to tell people how to break this stupid game. I wish this game was not stupid. I don't want to sit up here and insult it, but when it's this bad, I kind of have a moral obligation. Why are the icons big now? Nox app player is weird. Is Parker Samel or Lorge? Parker is flexual. Parker is fairly large. He's 10 pounds, and that's, the doctor says he's the healthy weight. He's very fluffy. He's larger than a normal cat, but most of the extra is fluff. See, all you do for this event, like, you just send Platypus, click confirm, close the app, important, go into your settings, go into date and time zone, turn off automatic time zone, change your time zone to something 3 hours ahead or behind. It actually does not matter which. Open the app, and the platypus will be back. Any ideas what the game would be like if Cheetah Mobile never bought them out? We might have less updates, but they would actually be good. So, I wish Cheetah Mobile did not buy. Cheetah Mobile If you look at Cheetah Mobile's portfolio, AbyssRium is really a standout in that it is not garbage. So that right away was a big warning sign. Oh no, that's a bug. You can place that thing wherever you want. You just have to mash the button. I showed that earlier in the stream. But yeah, if you just go to expand, try to move the coral like this. Say I wanted to like put it like this. And you just mash. You just mash that check mark and sometimes it'll just let you through. Yes, it works on iOS. It's just, all you gotta do is change the clock. Change the time zone. No, that's not the stacking thing actually. You just drag it anywhere and you mash the OK button and eventually it goes through. It doesn't want to do it, but trust me, it does work. Yeah, the tap tap thing. The name. My name is not related to Tap Tap Fish at all, by the way. Tap taps are enemies in Yoshi's Island, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And the first game I ever owned. There's these chill little spike balls, and you know what a tap tap looks like. Because it's my avatar. I don't know if you heard what I just said because of my bitrate drop. I hate Mediacom so much. So yeah, it's not letting me do it, but trust me, it works. Just keep trying with it, and it'll let you do it. Yeah, it's anybody can do this. It is infinitely easier than doing this legit. Like, you can do this in 2 hours. Anybody, any level of experience. The only problem is the roses. Does the glitch reef do work for anything else? Not that I am aware of. Yeah, the platypus. Oh my god, Mediacom. Mediacom is completely unacceptable. Yeah, the platypus is MVP. I used to hate the platypus, but after this bug, it's like, dang. This platypus really knows how to get to business. Also, if you see a time that's over 3 hours on the platypus thing, just click it. Just click the button. It's just a visual bug. It'll still let you get it. Yeah, I still don't have the mimic or the whales. I'm like 80% of the way there. More than 80%, but not all of the way. No, that's Mediacom. Mediacom is still awful. I can't believe They better refund me for this service, because I've been unable to stream for over 2 weeks. This streaming is the only reason I pay half of what I do. I think you have to move it a little bit when you do the thing. You got the heart whale? I already got the heart whale from the original event. The one that didn't suck. Oh hey, crabs are ready. Ah, duplicates! See, this is why Gashapon, well, one of the many reasons Gashapon is garbage. I made an article on making Gashapon suck less, by the way. Just search Sir Tap Tap loot boxes and you'll find it. But, actually it goes to... If this link works in chat, it usually doesn't. I don't know, YouTube is weird. But yeah, I made an article on how to make Gashapon not suck. Obviously, exactly 0 game devs will watch it because people... Gashapon is bad on purpose. Most people do not actually want to make a good Gashapon. Even in games where the Gashapon is free, which is baffling. Baffling. Amnesia, that URL is right. Just... YouTube is stupid. I don't know what it does to the URLs, but it does something. That is the URL. I don't know what its problem is. Just go to my website. Just go to sirtaptap.com. It's the, it's like the 4th or 5th article from the top. I don't know why. But YouTube breaks URLs. And, like, you click the proper URL, and it just says page not found. I don't know what its deal is. And it does that to YouTube links, too. If you post a YouTube link in the YouTube chat, it doesn't work. Mediacom is making my internet easier and more fair. Exactly. Exactly. Now include Mediacom. What is the hidden fish? There are no hidden fish. One of the countless failures of this god-awful update from hell, there are no hidden fish. There's absolutely no unlocking. The thing about hidden fish is that having hidden fish makes there be gameplay. There is zero gameplay in this event. They made sure to include exactly zero gameplay. All hail Lord Tap Tap and his son Parker the Great. See ya, Matt. Why the roses? I know it's garbage. I'm so glad I already have. I feel so sorry for people who didn't hoard the event currency. I did not expect it to happen like this, but I'm glad that I was prepared. I just got so much extra because I was worried they were going to do another event. Like the anniversary event. Amazing. 0 bytes per second. Literally 0 bytes per second. What amazing internet I pay for. I'm so glad. I did not get these roses quickly. These roses have been accumulated across the last 3 events. I'm sorry, I'm not sighing in response to that question. I'm sighing in response to this event. If I seem frustrated, it's because of this garbage event. That's probably pretty clear, though. Yeah, for anybody who's not clear, the platypus I'm sending out is free with this event. You do not have to use the paid $10 thing. And yeah, the event should happen for everybody tomorrow or Saturday. Oh yeah, they're arguing. That's another thing. If you didn't know, if you didn't view on Facebook, the developers have been super rude to people on Facebook, and they're telling people if they don't like the game to delete it, which kind of is good advice. I frankly think people should leave the game en masse. I'm only doing this to help people not waste money, and to kind of give a nice big middle finger to the developers for being jerks. I deleted this app from my phone as a personal player. I consider myself done with the game, and I'm only doing this for the sake of the guide and for the sake of informing people. I'm gonna have a goddamn aneurysm for these 2017 fish. Can you imagine doing this? So this is still frustrating. This is still frustrating, cheating my ass off. Can you imagine if I was doing this legitimately and having fun because it's so easy and fair? There would be a 3-hour wait between each of these attempts. I would get that stupid idiot garbage loser fish from the 2017 event I already got, and I would have to wait 3 godforsaken hours of my life that I would never get back to try again. Amazing. Amazing. God damn it. Nox crashed again. I don't know why Nox is crashing so much today. It does not usually do this. Oh yeah, Edge Gamer kind of came out there. Hey guys, it's Edge Gamer. I just found this cool website. You can bet on Call of Duty skins, yeah. Edge Gamer would be the kind of gamer who loves this and Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh yeah, let me post that. Where is that? Was that in the Share Cool Stuff channel? Let me find this. This is this is by Amnesia Moons, who was in the chat earlier, at least. How do I hold up? Open settings. Open that. This is by Amnesia Moons. That was her doodle for today. 1 rose. It's me impaling a one of those heart angel fish. Why am I using a spear though? I have spikes. I'm unsure. By the way, I prefer the tap taps when they. I like the crown of 3 points. Sorry to critique, but so a lot of people misinterpret. This is why I need a fan art. I've been trying to make like a fan art referencing on my site. So a lot of people see. Let me find it. It's my icons. A lot of people see this art, and he's supposed to have 5. He has 5 points here, but a lot of people don't see the one in the back, and so I ended up getting. I still love this art, and I really appreciate it. So I don't mean to sound like I don't like it, but oh crap, where is that? Oh, where do I have? Hold up. All right, this one. So I got this fan art, and I've been using this sometimes. This is by Crazy Bones TV. And this original one here, this is a commission from Clubstrosity that I had ordered. This is fan art by Crazy Bones TV on YouTube. And I really like it, but this got he's missing the point. I really like the crown of 3 spikes. You can see that one, and this is a commission I had from I bought from Woofy Cakes, who made Blue Revolver. I really like the crown, the kind of crest of 3 spikes, and the 2 little hand spikes in the back. That's my personal favorite interpretation of the tap tap. And just for reference, I have these. I actually made this for the reference sheet. These are some of the official tap tap art from the game. So I kind of like the one on the bottom right, the actual sprite from the game, but kind of get rid of the. I like to get rid of the kind of front ones, make it a little bit more clean. But yeah, I like this one a lot. The Woofy Cakes one, the kind of 3-point crest and the 2 little hands. Anyway, if you like the art, by the way, if you go to sirtaptap.com, I have a fan art section. If you just go to the menu, I have a ton of fan art that I've had posted. When anyone's okay with it, I usually post their fan art on there and give a link to the artist and a nice full resolution image of it. Oh, everybody is 30 seconds behind on everything, son. I'm not using the low latency, so yeah. I would have been done by now if I weren't streaming this, by the way. It'll probably take you less time than it's taken me, because I have to stop to explain things and do other stuff and so on. Keep on a bright screen, I'm using the lights. Psst. Why are you hunting in the dark? The loading screen is dark, so I'm afraid you just have to see the dark screen. What is the little spiky thing? That's a tap tap from Yoshi's Island. They're little near impervious enemies, and they're not even really enemies. They just kind of chill out. That's why I like them. They're nearly invincible, and they just kind of ignore Yoshi. They just kind of chill out and have a good time, and they have that super happy grin all the time. And they don't attack Yoshi or anything. They just kind of chill out, and just Yoshi just has to get around them. You accidentally watched AbyssRium and it was Star Wars Battlefront 2. Amazing. If you draw Tap Tap fan art, send it to me at contact@sirtaptap.com and let me know if I can post it on my site. Because I like to post the fan art I get on the site. The Club Tab's my favorite. Yeah, I really like Club really did a great job with the art style matching the sort of painterly kind of thing. Yeah, I really like that one a lot. That's my channel art on YouTube, and that's what I generally use. I use the Woofy Cakes one a lot too. I like that. It's more of a cleaner, you know, modern, I guess, design or whatever. I like that one a lot too. But I like to kind of switch it up. I have a few different ones I use. And I actually commissioned one. I honestly, this is weird, but I'm like terrified when I commission artists. And I commissioned one from somebody, and they told me not to pay them, and I didn't know how to react. And so I think I'm just going to pay them. Even though they told me not to, because like, I feel weird. That reminds me, I need to hop into my email and do that. I figure, like, I'll be paying them over PayPal, so, like, if they really, like, would be genuinely upset that I paid them, which I don't know why they would be, they could just, like, refuse the payment, I think. It's like, whatever. What games from the channel would you like me to include? Night in the Woods and One Shot were really great. I really like those. I guess Yoshi's Island is valid. Everything Will Be Okay was a great one as well. Yumi Nikki is neat too. Those are some of my favorite series, I guess. I don't know, whatever you think works though. Yeah, I need to do... Does anybody have resources on making an art reference when you are not, in fact, an artist? Because, like, I want to make an artist reference for the Tap Taps, but I have no idea. The problem with Birdstopia is it kind of sucks. Birdstopia kind of... It has the N vitality wall, but it never gets better. I would be done if it weren't for the 2017 fish. I would be done. Amazing. Oh boy. I really wish the macro didn't crash, because then I could just make a macro. It would make it a lot easier to do the thing. Yeah, Birdstopia, I think visually Birdstopia is alright. It could be better. But they kind of tried their own thing visually. They did not try their own thing gameplay-wise. Though the funny thing is, Birdstopia cloned every aspect of AbyssRium except the hidden fish. Hidden fish are like the best part of AbyssRium. Free game idea. Just literally hidden fish. The game. I don't understand why AbyssRium clones do not do the thing, because this is the best part. Even AbyssRium is too dumb to clone their own best idea in their own updates now. Well, what is the deal? Am I alone in thinking that the hidden fish are the best part by far? I don't get it. Like, even before I realized this event was a huge scam, I was like, wait a minute, there's no hidden fish? What is this garbage? Was this garbage? Who paid for that floor? Not me. No way. Net paid for no floor ever again. Concept Birdstopia, but with fish. Beautiful. Oh my god. I'm so close, and now I keep getting more and more 2017 fish. Oh my god. Oh, I turned the things that the core light says off a long time ago. I can't believe this 2017 garbage. We killed 2017. We killed it over a month ago. Let it be dead. Let it be dead. Can you even imagine trying to complete the 2017 fish with this event, by the way? I must be at around 100 or more gashapon pulls, and I've gotten less than half of the fish. I don't want them. I don't want them, but I'm missing several fish. My favorite part of Tap Tap Fish is when so Tap Tap makes a video of it. Thank you. Hidden fish the game is literally just fishing. I mean, most fish aren't really hidden, though. Plus, there's no esoteric unlock conditions. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. And you have to watch the animation, too. It takes longer to get the bad fish than it does to get the good ones. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? A grand old time. Oh no, the Valentine sunfish, you anything that was a paid fish you can't get later. You've never been able to get a paid fish in a different way. The tiny luck shell is a better way to get the 2017 fish, yes. And I don't advocate that. How can I calm down when the event is this garbage? I am so close. I'm so close to this stupid crap. Oh, wait, I have all of these. Let me just open these seeds. The seeds will give me good luck. They won't. But yeah, I hope nobody out there plays the tiny luck shell and stuff, hoping they'll get the paid in-app purchase fish. Because no, you never get that. I like that these have new animations to like spawn. It's so unfortunate they had to put like some actual work into the fish for the garbage event that sucks. Alright. Now we leveled up. But we're still missing a clownfish. You have to get every single fish to get that's what the coral reef fixed maximum creation, what that means. That means it's a kombu gacha, so you have to get everything. So I still need one more batwing sea slug. Plus, oh, you only get 3 mimic octopi? It sucks. There we go. Now we're talking. Send that bad boy out there. When do you think the developers will fix the exploit bug? It usually takes them a couple weeks to address any kind of bug. Just once you get the update, turn off auto updates, and then they can't update your game. So they can't fix the bug. And then you can just knock this out in like an afternoon of doing this. Yeah, this is an example of how bad Gashapon is. You know what's funny? People, you know, and by funny I mean horribly depressing and makes me want to die and or kill people or both. People will watch, people love watching people sit down like I'm doing right now and spend like $1,000 on a Gashapon. And all they do is this. They just check for a random item. And this is entertainment for people. I hate this. Like, I mean, I love that this bug works. And I love that it lets people get the fish from this event without paying the developers large amounts of money. But I hate this. I hate every second of this. I like that it is possible. I like the bugs, but this is fucking god-awful. This is garbage, and this is the gameplay. This is the only gameplay, quote-unquote, that this entire event has to offer. Tap for 17,000 roses and do this Gashapon crap. It's okay, just 3 more items. Kombu gacha garbage. Boy. I've gotten so many of these bubble tip whatever things. Where are they? How many do I have? Oh, just 4. 4 of this. I don't want any of those. See, that's the thing. One of the many problems of Gashapon, there's no way to work for the thing you want. You can't be like, okay, I want the Mimic Octopus, so I'm going to make effort to do the Mimic Octopus. No. You just have to wait, and it will randomly give you, or randomly not give you, Contacted the devs to give me 5,000 A and he gave me it? Really? Well, tell the dev if that works. Go message the devs to give you a bunch of roses. I mean, why the hell not? I mean, they kind of owe you. Think you can make a fan art section in the Discord? I could. I think just the share cool stuff channel would suffice. We don't really get like multiple fan art in a day, at least not right now. If fan art ever became to a point where we have multiple per day, I could make a channel there. I would probably make a Boru or whatever those are called. I know Vinesauce does that. It's like an image board thing. Like, not like 4chan, but like an actual image board that actually works well for images, which 4chan never actually did. Like, what kind of gall does 4chan have to call itself an image board when it's actually like a terrible way to view images? Anyway, Vinesauce has this thing called the Boru, and it's like it's just an easy way to browse and search and tag images. So like, you can go through all their fan art in one neat place, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, Luxshell is a gashapon. So yeah, that's why this sucks. Feel free to sketch a bunch of Tap Tap fan art, I guess. I'm never opposed to fan art, and I'll post that, this one on my site when I can. Not tonight, because I'm probably going to go to bed as soon as I get this stupid whale. But yeah, thanks a lot for that, by the way. I forget if I said that. I probably did. But... Pro tip, spend all your roses and say you lost 999A roses. I don't even know if the devs would know. And if you scam the devs, I can't say that I care. The devs wanted to scam you, so I'm not going to say don't scam the scammers. I'm not going to say that. Does Nox work on an Android phone? Nox is an Android phone. It's a software Android phone. But yeah, you need a PC or a Mac to make proper use of it. Honestly, all I want is to make sure you see my fan art. I would message you on Twitter. Well, I read my messages on Twitter. I haven't checked my messages in a few days because all of my social media channels are completely clogged with messages about this stupid update. And I have been way too angry for any of that bullcrap. Just send me an email, contact@sirtaptap.com, or you can email at fanart@sirtaptap.com if you want. As a secret, just the entire domain of sirtaptap.com, you can email anything. You can email me at AbyssRium really sucks now and I hate it at sirtaptap.com, and I will almost certainly get the message. I'm gonna get so many emails sent to AbyssRium sucks now and I hate it at sirtaptap.com, aren't I? But yeah, if you want to send fan art, like, that is actually genuinely the best way to send fan art. If you want to send fan art, please send me a PNG image, if at all possible, uncompressed. Send it to contact@sirtaptap.com. Tell me how you want to be credited and whether I can post it on the website and stuff. And if I can use it in thumbnails. Like for YouTube. I like to have, that's kind of all of my questions. That helps me know whether I can post and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Barrel sponge. Cool. Just one mimic octopus and the stupid whale. That's all. That's all that I need. Whew, boy. I think it's a bad idea if too many people ask for fake rose refunds. But the thing is, the bug is extremely widespread. Cowie? I have no idea how to say that. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names already, but chat names somehow make it even worse. But yeah, the devs actually, there's an extreme bug that a lot of people have. Like a couple dozen people have contacted me about this, and like, Yeti crab. Oh, it's a placeable Yeti crab. That is actually kind of neat. See, this event could have been not suck, but it is in fact suck. Why would they do? Why do? See, he's a little crab. All they had to do was make this event not suck, and they failed. So Tap Tap's one-step guide to not sucking. Step 1, don't suck. If you have a 0, send a picture to the dev and they will refund them. I don't think you even have to send an image to the devs, actually. See you, Gary. Does Medicom Melody count as fan art? I guess it kind of does. I could post that. I have a couple of Medicom Melody things from you. Failed step 1. Such a shame. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so close. I can't imagine having done this legitimately. I would freaking die. I don't like how they're like hidden though. Like they're hard to see. Oh! Oh, you just get the whales. I figured you'd have to keep spinning for the whales. There we go. They have such tiny little snoots. Look at the little snoots. Look at them. They look ridiculous. They look like the penguin. At least they're not copulating. So there you go. You've created a new fish, pair of pygmy right whales. Hooray. So yeah, that was the whole event. You just saw the whole event in 2.5 hours. And you can do it yourself in 2 hours or less, because I spent a lot of time with this thing crashing for one thing and explaining things. So yeah. They probably can't get event currency. Yeah, that is the hard thing. If you can use Nox App Player, I strongly recommend. If you have a PC or a Mac, set up Nox App Player, and you can do an auto-click macro. Can you put an email and video description so I forget? Just contact at sirtaptap.com, or you just go to my website, sirtaptap.com. It's on the About page. Just bookmark that. Or make a draft or something. It says install and you put it down. I'm not sure what you mean. Tap Tap 80s one. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean the Strangers Things one? I could put those together in like a post if you want. Whew. So, I am free. I'm free from the garbage of this gacha. Rodeo Stampede. I haven't even heard of that one. I was honestly pretty done with mobile games before this event came out, and I was like, oh, I'm so tired of these other mobile games. I just want to waste my time. So I'm just gonna play this new AbyssRium event, because AbyssRium isn't like that. And then I get the event, and it's actually worse than all those other mobile games that I had stopped playing. Joke was on me. You can't see the coral thing? Huh. That may be some weird bug, or they just didn't include it for whatever reason. Do you have the update, though? Spam click it in the middle. I mean, I got it to work before. I wonder if there's like a specific magic pixel or some crap. Not the Stranger Things one. I'll post them on and share cool stuff. Alright. I have a Discord server too. Just go to sirtap.com/discord. I really like... It's really nice to have a website because you can just be like... You can just make whatever redirect to whatever. So you can be like, you know... Go to sirtaptap.com / well, this is one that works. sirtaptap.com / AbyssRium. That takes you straight to the guide. Okay, it doesn't want to work. I don't get it. But yeah, it does work. That trick to place that thing wherever you want. It just doesn't want to work for me on camera, but it did work earlier. View way back in the stream, you can get it. It is 11 o'clock on a work night. I do need to head to bed. That was a lot of fun, considering how terrible this event is. Thanks to everybody for stopping in. Press cancel on a mic work. Hopefully everyone knows or can tell how to do the event, or the exploit. If you missed how to do the exploit, just DVR back, go to the start of the video, and I explained it then. And I explained it a few other times through the thing. Oh, thanks, Mitch. You finished the exact time? But yeah, it does take about 100 gashapon pulls on average to do the thing. As we can see, it took me 2.5 hours. It'll take you less. I spent some time explaining and all that crap. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. If anybody isn't subscribed, remember to subscribe for new AbyssRium news and exploits, I guess. Thanks for opposing the unethical behavior. No problem. Opposing unethical behavior is my favorite thing to do. I wish I didn't have to do it, of course, but sometimes you gotta take a stand. And I thank all of the other players who've been doing so. Oh, and let me give a shout out. There was a Reddit user who figured this exploit out. TacoCat723. Thank you so much. Fantastic trick. I'm so glad that it turned out to be this easy. Hashtag Mitch. Hey, Grayson. Yeah, a lot of folks don't understand exactly how bad this stuff is. I posted on the Reddit. If you go to reddit.com/r/AbyssRium, I made a big old post. It's also on my Facebook. I made a big old post outlining all of the different problems. There's a lot. There's a 19-point bulleted list of problems in this update. There's a lot. Anyway, that's enough out of me for tonight. Have a good night, everybody. Remember not to give the devs money until they make things not suck. And use that exploit. Exploit the crap out of it.